there, fellow watchers. There's a time of the week again, born to watch. Hello. How about that walk in? I guess that's why they call it the panic room. You guys might not know this, but I consider myself a bit of a loner. I tend to think of myself as a one-man wolf pack. But when we decided to make a podcast, I knew my wolf pack had grown to 4. 4 of us wolves. Well, 3 tonight. Talking about absolute shit to do with movies. I wouldn't have it any other way. In case you haven't realised, it's The Hangover tonight, a movie that sort of snuck up on the world in 2009 and essentially defined the 4 careers of its stars. Cooper, Helms, Galifianakis. They weren't exactly household names, and neither was old micro-penis Dr. Zhong. But they soon would be. The Hangover would be forever etched and tattooed into our minds. Now, who's joining me on a Jaeger bomb on the roof for an episode we'll never forget? G-Man, welcome.
Thanks for having me. And then there were 4 in my wolf pack. How good.
Then there were 4.
How good. How good is Alan?
It's some of the cringiest. He's incredible in this movie, Galifianakis.
Mate, from the starting scene when he's in his jockstrap.
Under Armour. Yeah. Under Armour logo on the wang.
Giving his mate a hug. It's an incredible start for Alan.
And there was no cock bum either. He was straight in there. It was they're almost docking.
Jeez.
Yeah. And of course, our resident senior citizen and black belt in pulling and tugging.
Yeah.
Damo.
And fellow micro penis, now that I'm on the steroids.
It's micro sack, isn't it?
It's halved again.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Down to 12 inches.
Yeah. I'll bring in a Tic Tac next week for some scale.
Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, a good rewatch this one. I enjoyed it. I've seen it a few times. We're going to set the overs and unders of this one. 2009 movie. It's only 14 years old. Now, I'm going to set it at 15. Just one over the year. Damo, I'm really interested to hear where you sit with this one, because this is a video shop darling.
2009. What month did it come out in 2009? Because we sold up in like July 2009.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So
well,
I'm not sure if
you wouldn't have got it.
No.
You wouldn't have got the hit because it would have been gone.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been out.
No.
How many times you seen it?
It was released in June.
Oh,
yeah, okay.
So maybe June.
You're
gone. I had 1 month maybe.
No, well, it's at the movie, so you're not seeing it.
June on
it was
the movies.
June. It was June in the UK, and I think in the US. So it may have been later.
Yep. I'm on 2.
2. You've seen Hangover twice?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Wow. That's low for you.
I don't know. I think it deserves 2.
G-Man. Oh, don't do that. G-Man.
Look, I would have seen this 10 times, maybe 10 to 15, somewhere in there. Certainly, it was one of those movies when you first watched it that you laughed a lot at and you could watch again really easily.
Well, I remember that for the Whites and the Gowans, your wife had a massive horn for this movie.
Jeez.
And she, because I remember I'd got my hands on another dodgy copy before it had been released at the cinema. I remember we were at David Road at that time.
Oh, yeah.
And we sat around and we thought, we'll just pop it on. And it was so bad, the quality. I was like, nah, we're not watching it.
It was
another Jurassic Park.
No, he doesn't allow inferior quality on the big screen.
So, no, we're not going to. And we waited until I went to the movies.
I remember that now, yeah.
And saw it at the movies. Very funny. Enjoyed it. I'm over 15. Again, this, Damo, you missed this, but it was big in the video shop. Yep. Rented very, very well. It was also one I could put on at 9 o'clock at night on a Saturday night when there's, the herd is thinning.
It'd have to be after 9,
and the kids aren't there.
Yep.
And sort of see the end of the night out and have a chuckle.
Yep.
But yeah, anyway, tell us about The Hangover.
They planned a Vegas bachelor party that they would never forget. Now they really need to remember what exactly went down. Whose baby is in the closet of their Caesar's Palace suite? How did a tiger get in the bathroom? Why is one of them missing a tooth? And most of all, where is the groom? What the guys did while partying can't compare to what they must do sober in an outrageous caper that has them piecing together all of their bad decisions from the night before. One hazy clue at a time.
Well done, G.
It's a good one.
It's like Detective Somerset in Seven. You know,
I was actually watching Seven.
putting the pieces together.
I was watching Seven just before we came into the studio.
Oh, yeah.
The bit where he discovers that the shards of rubber,
The
linoleum,
yeah,
are from under the fridge.
Yep.
And then he picks out the exact piece that slips into
Yep.
the
Fits like a glove.
greatest detective in the history
He
of
is.
detectives.
Yes.
All right. Critical thinking. IMDb rate The Hangover 7.7 out of 10, and I think that's quite generous. Certified fresh on the tomato meter at 79%.
Hey, can I just ask, do Disney own Rotten Tomatoes?
I don't know.
I think I was reading that they do. That's why they can sort of
That's why it's shit.
manipulate like the Marvels and things like that.
Really?
Make it actually.
Oh, so they sort of let's pump that one up a little.
100%.
Yeah, we wanted that to be a critic special.
Let's stop getting the bad reviews. Let's block that.
Yeah.
I think the tomato meters and all these sort of things now are actually a little contrived.
False.
Yeah.
Fake news. Fake news.
Yes.
Well, it's an 84% audience
We
score.
can tell by what they did to North Shore. You know, they're contrived.
No rating at all.
Yeah, it was
contrived.
there was
No rating. There was no rating.
You should get on there and rate it. Rate it 10.
No, I gave it a hard 2.
Oh, yeah. I think I was what did I give
You
it?
were
2.5.
2 point.
You were 2.75.
2.75, yeah.
I was 3.75.
Oh, yeah.
Morgs was 4.
Morgs
and there
was,
has
yeah.
been outcry.
Really?
Yeah. And we'll get to that.
Okay, in
Quite excellent.
OnlyFans.
In OnlyFans. In OnlyFans. Okay, critical. I'm sorry, and we're still there. Let's listen. Oh, fuck me dead.
You
Now for it.
You got a run sheet going on?
Yeah, I do. It's right in front of my face. I'm winging it. Let's listen. Oh, fuck me dead.
No, not that. I've heard the trailer.
Fuck a duck. Now for a good review.
Oh, yeah. That's
That's what we're up to. Simon Braund from Empire Magazine.
Braund.
Braund.
With a D.
With a D.
Oh.
A furiously paced, inventive, and flat-out hilarious take on a tried and tested formula. An exemplary bromantic comedy that doesn't sacrifice heart in pursuit of laughs, maintaining plenty of the former and a superabundance of the latter.
Okay.
Yep, I like that. That's good.
Fast pace. Yes.
It is
Definitely.
fast-paced.
Every scene's got something going on.
Pedal to
doesn't
the metal.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, the bad review. Michael Phillips from the Chicago Tribune. The movie smells like a hit, but honestly, Helms accepted. Did it need to be quite so blandly cast or quite so lamely raunchy? Ooh. You know what? I actually don't think the movie is that raunchy until the photos at the end.
I agree.
So there's actually zero nudity.
A bit of breastfeeding.
Well, yeah, they get all very awkward. We've all been there.
Well, I think when you breastfeed too, that you should, if you are the woman, get the other one out just for the sake. Like, balance it out. What's the point of just getting one out?
We apologise to all breastfeeding fans.
Damo's take.
As breastfeeding expert.
Yeah. You can't say that. That's fucking amazing. You've got to get the other one out
balance.
to balance it out. I wouldn't have objected in this case.
No,
would not
Heather
have
Graham,
objected,
yeah.
yeah.
Zach wouldn't have objected either.
Not at all.
He was like,
He was focused. He was
really was.
laser
He was,
focused. It was like he was counting cards.
Yeah.
He was counting nodules on the what they call areola. I was going to call it the aurora borealis.
Well, that's what it's called.
Well, that's because I'm a fucking doctor in biology. Yes. All right, G-Man, why don't you take us through Ordinary People?
All right, let's start with Bradley Cooper. He first credited roles was Jake in Sex and the City in '99.
Oh,
Yeah. First movie role was in Wet Hot American Summer in 2001.
yes, and that is one of my favourite
That's
comedies.
a big demo
One of
go-to,
my
isn't
favourite
it?
comedies.
I was
Yep.
looking at the trailer last night.
Unbelievably brilliant.
Wait, Janine Garofalo,
David Hyde Pierce.
Pierce, Chris Maloney
Yep.
from Law and Order,
Paul Rudd.
Molly Shannon, Ken Marino,
Mate, unbelievably
Joe Latrulio,
hilarious.
Amy
Yep.
Poehler, Elizabeth. I mean, that is a
It
star-studded
is a
cast.
super funny movie, and Wet Hot American Summer 2 is freaking funny as well. Came out about like 15 years later.
Really?
I'm not sure. I'm not
It's
sure.
got Jordan Peele in it
I'm
as
not sure
well.
I've seen it.
John Hamm. Like, they're so stupid, I honestly laughed my head off.
It's just a movie set at camp, right? It's at an American summer camp.
It's the tropiest camp piss take.
Like a new meatballs.
Yeah, but it is so much better.
I am
So
super
funny.
concerned this could be a Kentucky Fried movie for me.
Mate, it is so funny.
Should I go back and watch it?
Wet Hot American Summer is probably in my top 10 comedies. I love it.
the trailer looked all right.
Okay.
Trailer looked all right, for
I'll
sure.
visit it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll report back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you will love it, mate. It's funny.
Okay. It's got the Damo seal of approval.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look, after that, Bradley Cooper was in Wedding Crashers, which we've covered before. He played Sack Lodge.
such a wanker.
He was good in that.
He got the biggest dick. He got our biggest dick character.
Yeah, he was,
He was in Alias, did 46 episodes
Yeah.
of
Oh,
Alias.
yeah.
He was a bit of a dork in that. He was like the computer guy.
He was the
internal,
the
customer service.
well, he was the sort of, he loved Jennifer Garner.
Oh, yeah, well,
he was in love with her.
Yeah.
He was a mate. He was in the friend zone.
But he was the inside computer guy, and she was out
yeah.
in the field.
Yeah. It's not a bad show, Alias.
I actually liked it.
J.J. Abrams.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know he did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, look, obviously then The Hangover. He was in the A-Team in 2010.
Yeah, he plays face.
Yeah, Limitless. And then he hit his straps with Silver Linings Playbook in 2012.
Great movie.
Academy Award and BAFTA nomination. American Hustle in 2013. Same again, both nominations. And then American Sniper 2014. Great movie.
Yeah, it's good. Clip.
And again, he was nominated. War Dogs 2016, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Avengers did the voice of Rocket.
Yep. Raccoon.
And then obviously A Star is Born in 2018. Again nominated, didn't take home a prize.
Should we get it out of the way? Because it's 1 degree of Kurt Russell in Guardians 2.
Oh, good call.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that one.
Yep.
You're a wanker.
No, I'm just saying I wouldn't have got. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
And also he was in The Mule. He's in
Right,
The Mule.
yeah. Another
He's
clip.
movie,
He's
yeah.
a bit of a clip man.
But look, a couple of sliding door moments here. Paul Rudd turned down this role.
There were heaps of people that turned down roles.
Yeah,
in
he
this
would have
movie.
been. He would have been fine.
He'd
Would
be
he?
good.
Do you think? He's a good-looking bloke, funny guy.
I think this role of Phil is a bit edgier than what Paul Rudd would have been. Paul Rudd would have been.
Paul Rudd's a bit of a nice guy
jokey.
because
Yeah.
I think that what Phil, his character, walks the tightrope of being the dick friend
he is a
massively.
dick, yeah.
And so it's like he could be your best mate or your dick mate.
Yeah, he
He's
was.
going to get you out of trouble or get you into trouble.
Yep.
He's a bit of a dick.
He's a bit of a dick.
And we'll get to that
Yeah.
in later on.
Definitely.
But look, other people, Josh Lucas, Vince Vaughn was looked at for this, which he would have been good.
He would have been good. He could have done that.
Funnier.
Josh Hartnett and Ethan Embry.
Okay. Who's Ethan?
I have no idea. No, he's considered.
Oh, one of the greats. Old Embers.
He's Phil.
He's
Phil's brother.
Phil Embry, the spinball for England.
John Embry. Phil Emery, the goalkeeper, the wicket-keeper.
Oh, right, yeah. Combination. Yeah.
All right, Zach Galifianakis. So he'd been doing stand-up and making television appearances for about 10 years, and then this was the breakthrough role for him. He was quite well known in the US as a stand-up, but this obviously smashed him into mega stardom.
Yeah.
And I mean, talk about, crossing the pop culture line. Like, I mean, people still to this day go to parties with the baby on the stomach and dressed as
Right,
Alan.
yeah. Popular culture.
Satchel,
Oh my gosh,
the t-shirt,
the satchel, yeah.
He's
nurse.
so subtle in a lot of the stuff he does in this movie. Like when he comes around the corner and he just flicks his hair. There's just so many subtle moves that just make me chuckle.
Yeah.
And just the little one-liners too. He's got so many in that movie. But look, he was in Up in the Air in 2009 with George Clooney.
Okay.
He's in Dinner for Schmucks, obviously, 2010. And then Due Date with Ethan Tremblay. In the Hangovers movies. Lego Batman movie he was in 2017. And then obviously his Between Two Ferns
That's
show,
brilliant.
which is absolutely
Okay, so
great.
I don't know if anyone listening out there has not seen any Between Two Ferns. Get online, and I'm going to ruin one for you. It was my introduction to Between Two Ferns.
Which one?
Natalie Portman.
Oh, yeah. V for Vendetta.
Oh my God.
Yep.
So he says to her, so, Natalie, you shaved your head for V for Vendetta. Do you shave your V for vagina? And I have never cried so much because it was at the point, it was so relatively new that no one knew that it was a setup.
Yeah.
And so she was mortified at the question. In fact, I'm not even sure she knew that question was coming.
Really? Yeah.
And it is so fucking brilliant.
Look, Between Two Ferns is...
Oh, my God.
Even like, he did an interview with Barack Obama, which was hilarious. Oh, Brad Pitt, Matthew McConaughey,
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
John Hamm.
Mate, everyone...
Seinfeld. He did one with Jerry Seinfeld.
What's his name? Letterman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Paul Rudd.
What do you call him? Old Jesus?
Meth Jesus.
Meth Jesus, I think.
That was it.
Yeah. Do you know there is a Between Two Ferns movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, have you watched that?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I've watched it. It's not as good as the series, but it's still a pretty freaking funny movie.
Okay.
Mate,
All right.
there's a really good outtakes of Between Two Ferns, and it's
God.
hilarious because some of the things he says he can't even. He stops. He cries to himself and goes,
Well, he
I
has
can't,
these
I can't
ads.
say that. I can't
He
say
has
that.
these ads and things in the middle, or
Yeah.
just the worst product placement, or he presses his stupid buttons. And
He's
things.
also in the campaign with Will Ferrell.
Oh yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yes,
Which
he
is
is
pretty
too,
funny.
yeah.
He's pretty funny. He plays the churchy sort of nerdy family.
Yeah, and Will Ferrell's good in that too.
Yeah, it's underrated.
Yeah. He got 2 Emmys for Between Two Ferns.
Oh, yeah.
It's not surprising.
That
Not
is his best work.
For sure.
Yeah.
Is Between Two Ferns.
Well, I think that's as close to him as you get.
Yeah.
That's,
But look, Jack Black turned down the role of Alan.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Physically,
I reckon he could have done it. I reckon
He'd
Jack
do
Black
good.
would have been pretty good. It would have been a different movie, though, I think.
a different movie. He's got a different style of comedy, and after Zach Galifianakis doing this, it's hard to get
hard
anyone
to
else
see,
because
yeah,
he's
you're
so
right.
iconic in this role. But
You are right.
I think Jack Black would be good. Jonah Hill, Jake Gyllenhaal, Thomas Hayden Church were considered for the role.
oh jeez.
Yeah, would have been different with
Different
any of those
movie.
guys. in
Different.
there.
Well, you can't see anyone now but him.
Well, they were all considered for the role, but the role was substantially rewritten
Right.
during development, so that changed the scope of who they wanted for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll move on. Ed Helms. Now, obviously, he rose to fame as Andy Bernard in the American version of The Office.
Yep.
147 episodes. Very good in that. He's a triple threat.
Well, was he?
He can
Ed
sing.
Helms,
He can play.
sing. He can play piano.
Oh, he
Well,
did,
we
'cause
obviously
he-
see in the movie he does a little bit.
He
but
did a
he's-
bit of
That was all.
improv.
That was improv. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good. It's quite funny. I don't know.
Helms Deep. That's a Lord of the Rings reference.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
You've really brought it tonight, Doug.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You've
Thank you.
really-
I'll send-
Doug has been
I'll send
murdered
myself
by
out.
crystal
Not to
meth
be-
tweakers.
Yeah. Not to be confused with Nut Deep.
Yes.
Yes.
Look, a couple of early roles in movies around that time. He was in Evan Almighty. He was a reporter.
Okay.
And he was in Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. He was
Was
a stage manager. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez,
So
I only
small
watched that
roles.
not that long ago, but I can't even remember a minute.
He was in Semi-Pro. Had a small role in Semi-Pro. Played turtleneck.
Semi-pro's what funny.
Jive Turkey.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's
How good. How good is it?
JT.
Obviously, The Hangover. He was in Where the Millers, Brad Girdlinger in 2013.
Great movie.
Another movie just done. He was in the remake of Vacation. Played Rusty Griswold
right.
in
It's gonna get-
2015.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
Seen where they're swimming in the
that
poo?
filthy water.
That's poo.
It's-
Oh
yeah.
God.
Or the one where is he saying like he was talking about a rim job, and what do you think a rim job is? Oh, I think it's when you give a kiss on the lips or whatever, and then people are hearing him like in his son, so he says, "Hey, let me just give you a quick rim job before you go to bed." Do you remember that bit? It's so stupid, and there's people listening going, "What the heck is this bloke saying?"
DBL.
Yeah.
But he was in Tag 2018, and most recently he's in a movie called Family Switch with Jennifer Garner.
Oh, that's just about to come out. I
Just
think.
about, yeah, it's out this year. Sliding Doors. Jeremy Piven turned down the part of Stu.
Okay.
Again, different movie because Ed Helms plays that slightly nerdy, dorky.
Well, he's a dork.
Very nerdy.
They're all super different people, right?
That is the thing.
And I
They're all
think that's
super
what
different.
works, right? And I think Piven's energy is different.
Yeah. But that was one of the things that Ed Helms said. He said, you know, the fact that the directors got together 3 people that are so different and made them work really well together
Yeah.
because they are all different characters.
Yeah. Yep. And they didn't really know each other before the movie.
No.
So it's pretty incredible.
But Breckin Meyer, Will Ferrell and Seth Rogen were all considered for the part.
Yep.
Jeez.
I think it's good that they're all sort of relative unknowns.
Yes.
I think that's
well,
the
they were
beauty
at
of
the
the
time.
movie.
Yeah.
At the time, yeah. I think that's the beauty of the movie.
And just quickly, Justin Bartha.
CSI.
Oh, is that the groom?
Doug. That's Doug the
Doug.
groom.
I know.
He's in it for like 7 minutes.
Yeah, not long.
Yeah.
He was in Failure to Launch in 2006. Godfather of Harlem, most recently. Have you guys watched that?
As far as
never heard of
Whitaker?
Yeah, geez, it's a good series.
Yeah.
Definitely.
TV show.
Huh?
No, it's about he's a gangster in Hull. Like he comes out of it's loosely based on a true story, and he comes out of jail, and there's black crime gangs there, and now the Italian gangs have moved in, and there's all the friction between them moving forward. So it's a really, if you like that kind of action series, it's good. And obviously roles for Heather Graham in this. She's well known as Roller Girl in Boogie Nights. She's in Swingers. Felicity Shagwell.
Great sort.
Yep. Lindsay Lohan was offered that part of the stripper, but turned it down.
Massive sliding door there.
She didn't like the script,
Mate.
and thought it would bomb, so she turned it down.
That actually just reeks of Lindsay Lohan.
Sure, she's regretted the decision.
Yeah.
She's been on record saying I regret that. Marlon Ackerman was considered for that role as well.
Yeah, well,
From
she's
Couples Retreat. Yeah.
Watchmen.
Yeah.
Yep. And she's good. She's
Great movie.
with Al.
Really good movie.
Yeah.
But also some quick cameos. Jeffrey Tambor, one of Whitey's favourites.
Oh, he's
he's very good in this movie.
Yeah.
He's very good. What about
Steve's
Ken
in
Jeong?
Vegas.
What about Ken Jeong?
Ken Jeong, Rob Riggle as the cop, awesome. Love that scene in the cop station. Mike Tyson, obviously. Brian Callen does really well, and Matt Walsh, who plays the doctor.
Mike.
It's at the corner of
Detective Lohank from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, Veep.
Yeah.
Mike McClintock.
Yeah, he's great. Just put it in there.
He's Dr. Walsh.
Just put it in there.
Yes.
It's at the corner of get a map and fuck off.
Yeah.
Well done, G-Man. Good ensemble cast there. They absolutely crush it. Question time. And that's not right because it's
We'll do the quote.
2009. Oh, G-Man. I'm on fire tonight. I'm just moving ahead. Said we wanted to knock it over, so I'm just moving through the shit.
Yeah.
G-Man, why don't you tell us a bit about the gross?
Okay, domestic box office 227 million, internationally 188 for 465.5 worldwide.
Yeah.
Budget of 35 million,
Wow.
and opening weekend did 45. So
Wow.
this was a hit. I think it came in at number 10 for the year, money wise, and I think it's
It didn't beat Avatar.
No, just behind it.
I think it was the highest rated R movie up to its release, and maybe not now. I think something's overtaken it. I can't think of
So it did $1 million a day for 52 days in a row.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that, and it broke the
Consistent.
record. There was another movie that had done 47 days.
Yeah.
So it beat it. Pretty incredible.
But this Damo said, look, Avatar was the number one movie at 2.9 billion.
Trillion. Yeah.
Is that what it's? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It 2.9 billion?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's been re-released 17
And
times.
Yeah.
And we talk about because Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince did 929 million, so it was a third.
Yeah.
A third of the money. But best picture-wise, like The Hurt Locker won 6 awards. It was best picture.
Great movie.
Best director for
Is that
Catherine
Jeremy
Bigelow.
Renner?
Yeah,
The war, the
Yeah.
bomb diffuser guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges, best actor for Crazy Heart. Sandra Bullock for The Blind Side. And Christopher Waltz, best supporting actor for Inglourious Bastards.
One of the greatest performances of the modern ages.
I'll tell you what, Jeremy Renner is so good in every movie he does, and so is Christoph Waltz. Both of them are such good actors.
Yeah,
Take on any role.
Yeah.
Yeah, until he ran into a snowplow.
Poor bugger.
Well, yeah, he hammered himself, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, so as I said, this came in at number 10, $465.5 million.
Yeah, mate, that's some bank. No wonder they made two sequels in quick succession. In fact, the sequel was greenlit before the movie was even released.
Yeah, it was.
So they knew they were onto something. That must be really fucking great when you haven't even released your movie and you're sitting that screening and you go, yeah, that's pretty damn good. This is going to rock.
Yep.
Yeah, you kind of know. They know it's going to go.
Yeah. Well done, G-Man. Now, this time we'll get to 2009 hit Sleeper Dud. You've already mentioned my hit for the year.
Oh, Avatar.
No. Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, right.
Brad Pitt, Christoph Waltz, Michael Fassbender, Quentin Tarantino directed. At the end of the movie, Brad Pitt does say, "This could be my masterpiece," and is that Quentin Tarantino talking through the other side of his mouth? Possibly, could be his best movie. It's incredible. I went to the Sydney premiere at in the city. Quentin Tarantino was there. I think I've told the story before. So was Diane Kruger and Christoph Waltz. It was amazing.
Oh, wow. The
It was
whole gang.
incredible. At the State Theatre.
Wolfpack.
At the State Theatre.
I'll tell you what, and we've mentioned this before, but that opening scene with Christoph Waltz.
It's one of the best opening scenes in all of cinema.
Au revoir, Shoshana.
Yeah, mate.
Like he's so creepy and so evil.
Talks 3 languages.
Yeah.
He was lucky to get the role, and he just absolutely. But I got to say, I love him. I love Christoph Waltz. does he play the same character in every movie he's in?
Yeah.
And that's the question you've got to ask. Because he wins again for Django,
Yeah, I was watching Django just the other night.
which is he's amazing in that.
Yeah,
Dr. King Schultz.
Yeah.
And he's great in it. But it's pretty much just the Jew hunter with a different accent.
But was Blofeld, wasn't he in?
He's Blofeld as well. That's not a good Bond, that. Spectre, it's not a good Bond.
Was he in Horrible Bosses or Horrible Bosses 2?
He's in Horrible Bosses 2,
That's right.
I believe.
He is. He's the rich dad.
Yeah.
The rich
I'm just
businessman.
concerned that he might play the same character every time.
He's
but
bloody-
he's very good at
he's
it.
bloody good at it.
He's very good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
G-Man, what do you got for hit?
Oh, we already mentioned mine too, The Hurt Locker.
Great movie.
Fantastic movie. Great great war movie if you can do it. And Jeremy Renner, as we said, is just so good. This is
Catherine Bigelow
peak him.
wins for Best Director. And Guy Pearce at the start gets blown up in the first 5 minutes. Spoiler alert. Great movie.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Seen that a few times. Really like rewatching that.
Powerful stuff. Damo?
Yeah, I've gone for full sci-fi. Star Trek, one with Christopher Pine.
Yeah, it's very
the
good.
first one.
Saw it at the
Eric
movies.
Bana.
It was excellent.
I loved it.
It was excellent.
It's just the Romulans.
Yeah.
it's a bloody good Star Trek.
Chris
movie.
Hemsworth
Yeah,
stars?
yeah. He's starting. Doesn't last too long, but
Doesn't.
geez, I think it's an awesome movie.
I can't disagree. I think it's great. I think it's really, really good. 3 good movies there, boys. Well done. Sleeper. District 9.
Oh,
nice.
yes.
Sharlto Copley, directed by Neil Blomkamp. Violence ensues after an extraterrestrial race forced to live in slum-like conditions on Earth finds a kindred spirit in a government agent exposed to their biotechnology. This movie, saw this at the movies, blew my mind.
The prawn.
The prawn. You have sex with the prawn.
Victor Van der Merwe. What's his name?
Victor Van der Merwe. Victor Van der Merwe. It is one of the greatest sci-fi movies ever made.
I think the director, didn't he work under Peter Jackson for quite a while?
He did.
Yeah.
Peter Jackson funded this movie because what happened is that Neil Blomkamp made a short movie of District 9.
Yep.
And Peter Jackson saw it and goes, I'm going to fund that. So he funded it. It's
a top
It's
movie.
set in South Africa,
yeah.
and it is legitimately all about apartheid.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
Kit food.
I'm going to have to put this on the list.
You need
haven't
to watch
seen
it.
District
You
9?
need to
No, I
watch it,
haven't.
Gal.
It's hilarious.
So fucking good.
It's
Okay.
a brilliant movie.
It's so good.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it,
How
get on
long is it? How long is it?
It's just under 2 hours, I would think.
Yeah, but
great.
there's got some good action. There's the Nigerian.
It's a bit
warlords
funny.
in there, or
It's a
whatever.
bit funny.
Yeah. And Vicar Van der Merwe, he's so good.
And you know that he's ad-libbed the whole movie. There's no
Bullshit.
script. Everything he did was ad-libbed. And it was his first proper acting job.
But he nailed it.
Sharlto
How hard
Copley,
would that be
mate,
to
I'm
do?
telling you,
How hard?
you don't know until you see this movie how in depth it goes, because he's playing like a UN sort of peacekeeper medical guy, and blows me away.
Well, he had to evict him. He had to move them all at the beginning.
Yeah, he was evicting them, kicking them out of the slums, out of the ghettos, moving them to district whatever.
Yeah.
And forever we've been waiting for 14 years. We've been waiting for District 10.
Oh, are they planning?
Well, there was plans, but I don't think it'll be made.
Well, but the spaceship flew away, didn't it?
It did, but he was coming back.
Oh, that's right.
To save him,
to turn himself back into a human.
back. Yeah.
Well, I guess now I don't need to watch it.
No, well, you do. You do need to watch it. We haven't given anything away, G-Man. We haven't given anything away. Okay, Damo, Sleeper.
I have gone for maybe the funniest movie that I think I've ever seen is Year One.
Oh, my God.
It's incredibly
Oh my God.
hilarious. I love it. I think it came in like at number 60 or something during the year.
That's a great pick.
It is so freaking funny. I honestly, I just, every time I watch it, Michael Cera, Jack Black,
Mate.
Hank Azaria, it is freaking hilarious.
It is very, very funny. Oliver Platt.
Yeah,
Pour the oil
so
on his
good.
chest. Massage my
So
chest.
good. Paul Rudd even.
Paul Rudd.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
he plays Kane or Abel. One of them.
Yeah, and who's
The other guy, his brother.
who's in everything?
Yeah.
The bald head
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the
Yet again, I haven't seen it, but I remember you telling me why.
Jim, man, you need to watch that.
Mate,
Got to get on it.
Year
yeah.
One and Wet Hot American Summer were two that we mentioned today. It's just two of my favourites.
you are just I'm a hunter and a gatherer. What do you mate, it is so funny.
The Tree of Knowledge.
Oh, my God. All right, G-Man, what you got?
For mine, I had Invictus.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Good movie,
Rugby-
great movie.
rugby nut.
Rugby movie. Obviously, something that's close to our
Another
hearts.
Clint
but-
movie. We've done a lot of Clint movies
directed
tonight.
by Clint Eastwood, Morgan Freeman, Matt Damon. But a powerful, powerful story. about Nelson Mandela, coming to his first term as president in South Africa, and how he, bonded the country together in the mid-90s.
Yeah, it's more about how the World Cup, how he planned to topple the world with rugby.
Right.
But it's very good. It's
good.
It's good. It's a good movie.
And Matt Damon's Francois
Pienaar.
Just slight size difference.
Yeah.
Probably about 40 kilos.
Yes.
Yeah.
At least 40
about
kilos.
half a foot, maybe more.
Definitely half a foot. The other one I had quickly for a sleeper was Couples Retreat. Now it's a totally different movie, but Vince Vaughn, John Favreau, Jason Bateman, unbeatable.
Right.
How good's
Good comedy. Yeah, just those guys for their comedy.
Love me
The
some
story itself is funny.
Yep.
Any movie that has air guitar in it as a
Well, Damo
scene,
air
it's gotta be
based.
great.
Damo air based before Kick-Ass Credit last week, as people on YouTube would have witnessed. Okay, my dud, gamer Gerard Butler. In a future mind controlling game, death row convicts are forced to battle in a Doom type environment.
So Hunger Games.
Convict Cable, controlled by Simon, a skilled teenage gamer, must survive 30 sessions in order to be set free.
Or Squid Game.
It is pathetic. It's like Gerard Butler is in the game,
okay.
and he's controlled by this kid. It's
it's Tron.
Well, it's a shit movie.
Right.
It's real bad.
No, I don't even know it.
Yeah, well, don't watch it. G-Man, dud.
I didn't really have any. Yes, sorry, I Love You, Man. Yes,
That's not a good movie.
No, that's not good.
That's Paul Rudd.
Yeah, it's Paul Rudd
and the big dick.
Jason Segel.
Yeah, Jason Segel.
Yeah, it starts out all right and then just gets all a bit weird
And
in the
that
middle.
Jason Segel, he went through a dickessence.
He loves it. He loves to get it out.
Forgetting Sarah
he
Marshall.
gets
it out 3 or 4
Marshall.
times.
Yeah.
It is just a dick
But it's quite.
He's worked on it.
It's quite a dick.
He's worked on it.
Do you think he's blooded?
Oh, shit, yeah.
You reckon he's given
Yes.
It's before I go in the showers of
he's
footy.
prepped.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get a bit of blood into it.
Yes.
He's primed it up.
He's on the come down.
He's on the half blood.
Yeah.
He's on the come down. Maybe he's taken some of the yellow pills and just keep it sort of blooded, ready to go.
Yeah.
Dangerous that. Anyway, well done. Dud for you, Damo?
Dud, I have gone. I think it was directed by Tony Scott. It's The Taking of Pelham 123.
Oh, I watched that not long ago. It is Tony Scott.
Rubbish. The way
John
it's
Travolta's
filmed,
over the top.
It is.
John
John
Travolta's
Travolta.
over the top.
Denzel is underutilized.
He walks home with his milk at the end.
I just thought it was such a shit movie.
The original's pretty good. It's a remake.
Oh, is it?
The original's pretty good. It was made as a 70s movie.
Okay.
Remake. The original's good. This not so good. John Travolta is actually almost unwatchable.
But
Just over the top. Too over the top,
Yeah.
yeah.
the way it's filmed, all sort of close, and then I just didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
Was this one of the last James Gandolfini movies?
Might have been.
Oh, he was the mayor.
He was the mayor.
He was the mayor, yeah.
He was the mayor. He was no. Yeah.
He wasn't too bad, actually, Gandolfini in it.
Yeah.
He kind of cracked the case too. He knew it was a Wall Street thing. Because, you all thought it was about the ransom, but it was all about Wall Street.
Yeah.
And because he invested in gold.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Well done, gents. 9 movies there, or 10 with Gow's extra. Thanks, Morgs. But 6 to 7 to look at, and 3 definitely to avoid. Born to Watch only fans. We've had some feedback, and we've actually had some feedback from a guest host.
Oh,
who had listened to an episode, old Wilbur the plumber.
Will, the work experience kid.
Will the work experience kid. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Good to hear from you.
He was very, very excited about the North Shore episode, and because it was he used to watch that over Christmas with his family, so it's a Christmas movie for him.
Nice.
And because obviously the Hawaiian season is over Christmas,
Yeah,
so for him it's a Christmas movie. But he then wrote, and I didn't miss Dan's lick out of me. Massive surprise, and I was chuffed as he did. Dan did his long-time host, rare listener.
His waffle.
And then he goes, I was chuffed until he gave the movie 4 stars and completely undermined any credibility he had, and simultaneously dragged me down with it in one go.
Yes, you're caught up in that.
He plays 4D chess, and he played it well. Now Dan sucks.
Oh yeah.
Anything he does sucks. And that's really all we need to think about for Dan.
Yeah, like you can't really say, look, well, I got a compliment from Dan.
Yeah.
That's It doesn't have a lot of sway.
No, it doesn't. It's and they're always backhanded. Because he gave it to you, he gave it to Gow with Lauren Hutton's teeth, gave it to me for talking too much.
He sprayed everyone in that.
did spray
he just
everyone.
hammered everyone.
It's all right.
And the funny thing was, he actually
Fucking
sent me
wolves.
that about 5 weeks ago, and I refused to read it.
Oh, so he's worked on this for a while.
Well, that's
No,
like
he had it set up
It was the
and then he-
beginning. What it was actually the beginning of a film school. There's actually 17 other chapters to that.
good grief.
That thing that you read.
Yeah.
Anyway, we also had some great feedback from Purple about Damo's kick-ass credit song. She loved it. Funniest thing she's seen. She watched it about 10 times.
Yeah. It was a nice
She
little
was
number.
laughing more and more each time she listened to it, I believe.
Yes. Well,
Certainly,
under the blanket, she pulled Rick's leash.
Yeah, a lot of pulling and tugging.
That's it. Okay, gentlemen, question time. We're all married.
Yep.
Is any fiance going to be as understanding as Doug's
Oh wow! Like on wedding day.
on the wedding day?
Cutting it a bit fine. Cutting it a bit fine. She'd be pissed.
That was in my bad. And then the whole wrap up where he just gets back, he's burnt to a crisp, looks
Yeah.
like a lobster, and then he just goes, "I'm really sorry, baby. I'll never do this again." And she says, "Okay," and holds the hand.
She was probably just relieved that he did make it.
there.
Like
Yeah,
she's
got
gone
there.
from.
But surely there's going to be a lot of questions because they were running real late.
There's got to be a lot of questions.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that was a happy evening.
She would have been absolutely anxious as all hell.
Well, they wouldn't have been able to consummate because he was so burnt they couldn't touch him.
Yeah, which is his face.
But when they went to touch him when he went on the, he was
No, when he
Did he have his shirt off up the top?
He
did
tackles one of the guys, remember, and he's on the
Phil.
ground going, "Oh, my body, my body."
Yeah.
Anyway, I reckon that was a bit silly trying to throw surely how does the mattress get on that statue anyway? Don't you find somewhere?
Well, apparently he threw it off as a signal to.
But not only that, why aren't they going, where the fuck did that mattress come from? We better check the roof.
But I suppose even us watching the movie, you went, "Oh my god, there's a mattress! Like there's just shit everywhere." You don't actually.
But how does it get there?
Well, yeah,
Surely
I know, but-
surely the
How does a
hotel
chicken get
manager
there?
goes,
How does a tiger get there?
yeah, no, well, I've got all those questions as well.
Well, that was my bad. But if he can throw the mattress down,
He could have
and he'd
yelled.
be seen. Why could no one see him? And he's out there for 2 days.
Yeah, I agree.
Now
That's a massive
they were all
plot
fine
hole.
by this. They were all hungover, and then they were like, "Oh, we're going to go find our mate." And they did all that. All the hijinks
He
in
could
that one day.
He could have stood on the edge and screamed his lungs out.
There's no way they couldn't have found him in a day. He was out there for nearly 2 days.
Yeah, he
days.
was. It was 2 days.
That's crazy.
And a night,
So
yeah.
it's a bit of a massive plot hole.
Yeah. Okay, so on that, another plot out. There's a distinct lack of security in this whole movie.
Yes.
So if they open that door to the roof,
an alarm.
There's 1,000 alarms going off, right?
Yep.
How the hell do they get into Mike Tyson's house? Right.
Oh, exactly.
They just open the front gate.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
And walk in.
And walk in,
out.
and then walk out like they're leading a dog.
Yeah.
But then the minute that, then it all of a sudden turns to a feral animal.
How the hell do you walk a cop car down the street with a tiger in the back,
Yeah.
and walk it all the way to Mike Tyson's and nobody says a thing?
Yeah.
It was only a kilometre.
It's just, yeah.
But
Anyway.
they were in a tunnel when it
Yeah,
first
I
falls over.
know. I know. It was like,
Yeah.
and there might have been some hills they had to push up.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so they were up until 5:15 a.m. because they get the valet parking thing at 5:15.
Oh yeah.
So they've taken the roofies. No one's passed out, really, because
No, because
they've partied all night and someone's gone to jail, to hospital, and
Yeah.
all this kind of stuff. So no one's really passed out yet. They don't remember what's gone on, but they were up until 5:15.
True.
I'm like, surely someone's got to remember something.
Yeah, they did say they don't remember when in the morning they said they pieced together, "Oh, remember we went there, but that was right after.
But they only start to remember when they start to find the things,
Yeah.
right? Oh, yeah, well.
But is that
Yeah,
and
true.
that's the thing with the date rape drug, the roofies or Rohypnol or whatever.
Aren't they like out?
I thought you're supposed to be unconscious.
Yeah.
That's why you can't remember. But
Yeah.
but obviously
It's a bit of poetic
was
license,
slightly
I'd say,
different.
yeah, for the movie.
They're awake, but they lose the memories. Yeah.
All right. So we mentioned this earlier, and I'm sure we're going to get to it later on in the podcast. Is Phil a good bloke?
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes, he's a good bloke, but he has some bad characteristics.
Phil's the guy that's going to get you in trouble, isn't he?
Mate, we said before we're going to put him down, we talk about who's the Philip Stuckey in this, but Here's a guy who rips money off his school kids.
That's exactly right at the beginning.
For his
Yeah.
weekend away.
Yeah.
Rushes the kid that tries to talk him on the way out.
Yeah.
Says, let's leave the baby in the hotel room.
And let's leave the baby in the car. I've cracked a window.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's not
maybe
I don't think
he's
he's
a dick. Yeah.
He's a dick.
Yep.
I think we're right ahead of
evidence suggests.
We're right ahead of the Philip Stuckey here. But anyway, he is not a good bloke.
I put him there.
Okay, that's it.
I think there is a better contender for Philip Stuckey.
I like it. I like it. I like when you do your research.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. Damo.
Well, I will start how you started the Wolfpack speech.
Yes.
It was just funny because Bradley Cooper was going to say, "Look, I'm going to say something," and then he just
butts in. Yeah.
It's the best.
And it's just this shit talk.
Yeah.
And they're all looking at him going, "What the crap? Yeah, okay, mate. Yeah, we're part of your Wolfpack."
Yeah. Is he okay?
Yeah, no, yeah, I know. And then the end credits. That was one of the best part of the movies.
It's
the photos.
Well, it's the payoff.
It is.
It's the absolute payoff.
It's
because
like-
you don't know really what
No.
happened the whole night.
No.
And I'm thinking, surely, when I first watched it, going, surely we need to find out what happened in the night.
Yeah.
And this is the beauty of the movie when they do that non-linear narrative sequence, right? So they take you to where they're going out, and then it's gone, and then they got to piece it all together,
Yeah.
and then you find out all the real fun bits at the end.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So I think that was definitely one of the best bits. But two other notables, Jeffrey Tambor, you know, even when the groom turns up to the wedding lady, just says, Vegas.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's just brilliant. He is always.
But
good.
what about? Close the door.
Yeah, Tambor is great,
Yeah, no, he's very funny.
and you know, it was also great and also terrible was the wedding singer.
well, that's the damn band.
No, the damn.
So
No,
he's-
that's the best. They're the
So
greatest
he's
band ever.
so he's in they're in Starsky and Hutch. They're in old school.
Yeah.
They
Right,
sing the songs that are
right.
the songs, but they throw fucks and stuff in it. So people are like,
That's right.
Take the candy shop. I'll let you
But
lick the
his
lollipop.
dance moves,
Oh, mate, he's
pretty
the best.
bloody good. Pretty bloody
"Fame,
good.
I want to live
Yep.
forever."
Yep.
He's good.
Yeah,
the damn
The
band.
Dan Band was what I had for my good.
Okay,
Yeah, I've
yeah.
got the
The
damn band
greatest
is good.
band ever.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
ever. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, they're awesome.
that's-
Are you
that's
done?
it for good,
Take
yeah.
it away, G-Man.
Yeah, well, the Dan Band, Zach Galifianakis absolutely
Standout.
kills this role.
Yep.
Like Turtle last week, has all the best one-liners.
Yeah, exactly like Turtle.
and just steals the movie from the start. Like he's an oddball character, but he just sets off the whole movie with the other three. As we said before, like they're all different, really different personalities.
Yeah.
And then you got him who's just thrown in there, who's not really a friend, but he's the brother-in-law, so he gets dragged along. And that sort of, obviously that adds to all the hijinks. Like, and some of the one-liners too, like, did Caesar live here?
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Can you tell me the hotel's pager friendly?
Oh, God, the pager.
I love a beeper.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And in the photos, he's on his beeper.
Oh, was he on his beeper in the photos?
No, but yes. So
Who's paging him? Who's beeping him?
Exactly. Probably Doug, the drug dealer.
Black Duck.
Black Doug.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good. And as I said, the whole way the movie's set up, the non-linear, it makes the movie so much better when you're trying to. It just creates suspense for us all to figure out what's gone on and where
you're on the
Doug
journey
actually
with him.
is.
You're on the journey with him, yeah.
You don't know and you're finding it. And then every single scene from the hospital, then the police and all of that, it just keeps ramping up.
Yeah.
Chow coming in, like with his henchmen. Awesome.
Yeah, very funny. All right, you done?
Yep.
All right, I've got the start. The start is great. On the phone, but I'm getting married today. That's not going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
And then it cuts, right?
Yep.
And then the hangover
Flashback,
comes
yep.
in and we start. I
Yep.
think that's really, really cool.
Yep.
Again, we've already mentioned it, but the three blokes, so Phil, Stu and Alan,
Yep.
incredible. Perfect complement. They've sort of three very different personalities, but they work really, really well. You said Zach Galifianakis. Although it's a dick move, I did chuckle Phil using the money from his students, like how he's got the Vegas thing and he's just
I know.
shoving it in there.
It is-
It was
funny, yeah.
it's supposed to be for what's
You
going
going to the planetarium?
Yeah, the excursion. What's going to happen then?
Yeah, well, he'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Phil seems to be the kind of guy that just figures it out.
Yeah.
Mate, they won 82 grand. Surely they got
Yeah,
a little
he-
bit.
he'll
Oh,
cash
yeah,
out
they
that.
got some dough at the end, yeah.
The villa. The villa is epic.
The room they
The
stayed in.
room
Beautiful.
is epic. Okay, so it's not often we go through a week without mentioning something. Elevator Lingus.
Oh, there was. Yes.
So that's Todd Phillips, the director.
Yes.
Oh, is it?
Right,
Right.
the director. And that scene is freaking... Because generally, it would be reversed.
Yeah.
The woman would be going
Yeah,
down on the
yeah,
bloke.
yeah.
But he goes going up, and he's like, well, you were just going down.
Yeah,
Right?
it was...
I was hacking
And
at
it's one of
that.
those things that's... Like, they could have just opened
That'll
the
work.
cinema.
Like,
It doesn't need to
totally
be there.
irrelevant.
It's
Yeah,
irrelevant.
totally irrelevant. Doesn't need to be there, and they just open up and the guy's there.
Yeah.
they all
I
jump
think
in,
it's
yeah.
freaking
It's
hilarious.
really funny. Really funny.
You've said the Wolfpack speech. When they go in the elevator, when they go down to pick up the car, and there's the three of them in the elevator, and he's got the baby, Alan's got the baby on his front, and they look like absolute shit. Like, you can feel the hangover. You can feel how bad they feel.
Yeah, it would be horrible.
They are just over it.
God, that would
Do you
be
know
bad.
the other one too is when they're in the hotel room and Alan or Ed Helms first gets up and they're walking. You see him walking along from his point of view and he's bouncing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mate,
you just know that feeling, right?
Yeah.
You know how bad it is.
His tooth would have been given him the worst headache
Yeah.
too, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
It would have been
absolutely.
throbbing.
Oh my god, yeah.
The cop station, I think that scene is fucking funny.
unbelievable.
And then when he kicks the phone out of the kid's hand, and then that kid
Get some
walks
karma.
up to get the stunt. That is hilarious.
The look the kid gives
it's
him.
just disdain.
Death.
I love it. We said the damn band, and we said the photo reveal.
Yeah.
That's it for me for good. G-Man, what about bad?
We kind of hit everything I had in bad. I just didn't get the rest of the team were totally fine the next day that Doug couldn't have been, and he had to sit on the roof for another day and a half. I
Yeah.
don't really understand how that all happened. I don't understand how they could throw down the mattress and nothing could be seen, or they wouldn't investigate like what's happened.
Or they seem to remember as soon as they take something out of their pocket, they remember what's going on, but they don't see the mattress on the roof and
think
put two
about
and two
it, yeah.
together. Oh shit, we put Doug on the roof on his mattress.
And seeing it was the penthouse, do you not think that they would have had people in there cleaning that for them? So people would have come in and gone,
That's late.
But if they're on the penthouse, there is no reason to go to the roof. The view from
Yeah.
the penthouse
It's
is
pretty damn good.
pretty good.
Yeah.
What was the difference? There was no
The actual
breaking
one
the
too-
rule breakers.
The actual
Yeah.
one too is when Alan goes over and gets the drinks ready for them, he actually brings over the empty shot glasses stacked up.
yeah.
So how does he get anything in their drink?
He put it in the Jaeger.
You put it in the Jaeger, but they only had a shot of the Jaeger.
you never saw it.
But they
yeah.
only had a shot of it. Well, they had
might-
a shot
they
of the
might have
Jaeger.
another
So
one.
unless they've had the whole bottle, right?
Yeah.
You don't know.
You assume they probably have. Anything else, G?
No, that's it. I've got one more, but I'm thinking I'm going to leave it for our awards.
Okay. I love that.
For our quick fire.
Damo?
Yeah, I found, if someone tells you a funny story, like a real anecdote, and it's funny and you laugh. But this movie had the impact on me like someone was telling me a story that I know is utter bullshit. And I go, I don't laugh because I just think, you're just making this shit up. Sometimes, you remember Nathan from High Five? He always put an extra wiggle in his dancing, right? He just needed to tone it back. Sometimes a drummer can overplay like too much. To me, this movie was overstoried. It was congested. It was like they were just trying a bit too hard, just kept sort of upping the ante. And for me, I didn't laugh. I wasn't laughing through this movie. So Hangover 2, Hangover 3 was massive diminishing returns.
Big time.
They kept trying to one up. By the
sure.
time of 3 came around, everyone's like, this is so over the top ridiculous.
Hangover 2 was the same movie, just in a different
location.
But
Yeah.
it's still funny, but it wasn't. Yeah, you'd already seen it though. You'd already seen those jokes.
So that effect that people had at Hangover 3 was what I had at Hangover 1. I just found it was like, no, this is just, you're just trying too hard. There's a YouTube video with Matt Stone and Trey Parker on writing, how to write a good script. And their big thing is, don't have a story that's, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. You need to have in between, I sort of wrote down, between the beats of his storyline, you've got to have the words, this happened, therefore this happened, or but this happened. This movie was just this whole thing of beats that were just like, then this happened, then this happened, and this. Like, to me, it was just someone tell me like some bullshit story, and I was going, okay.
That's interesting because I sort of thought it's like everyone's gone away on a bachelor night, and this is like the excess, completely over the top excess of anything that's ever happened. Everything that could go wrong, any crazy story, this is multiplied by 10.
That's why the relatable side of it, I've been on wild bachelor parties. The relatable side of it was erased for me because it was like, no. It was just like okay.
Okay.
I couldn't relate. So that's bad for me, and that's what I think. What people thought of 3, I thought of 1.
Okay, well, interesting.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hot take, but anyway, we'll move on.
It's going to be, I think...
yeah, you're going to get some blowback here. You get some blowback.
Yes.
Okay, I've got a few. Again, how do they get the tiger into the bathroom? How do they get it into the hotel? How do they get it up in the elevator? How do they get it into their room? So they've obviously gone... They've gone valet, right? They're valet.
Yeah, they've
right?
walked
So
out with the tiger.
the tiger's there, so they've just taken the tiger out. Yeah. Sorry. Can't happen.
Well, obviously they showed how they got it back. They gave it the roofers and put it to sleep.
No, they didn't.
Well, they put in the meat.
That's to get it back to Tyson's.
That's right. Yeah,
to get it into the hotel, and they just wheel it into the cop car, and it's got the thing, and then they drive off.
Yeah.
Now,
they haven't explained. They explained how they got it back to Mike's, but there's no explanation. How they got it
it's
there.
a fair bit of poetic license
For sure.
in this
Yeah,
to say,
sure.
well, it's it's a comedy movie, but they did not explain some of those things.
okay, so could Stu be any dumber? So his missus is a bitch.
Yes.
She is one of the shittest. Melissa is one of the shittest human beings on planet Earth.
Oh,
she rooted the bartender.
Yes, that's right on the cruise.
But it's okay because he didn't come enough. Do you believe that?
What about that whole conversation in front of the cashier?
Oh my god!
Just ringing up their sales.
Oh my god!
Oh god!
Now and then he's going to propose to her
because she's freaked out by semen.
Yes. But he's going to propose.
Yeah, and he's got his grandmother's ring.
And this is where I'm like, Phil, this is where you need a friend like Phil.
Well, even when he said goodbye to her, he went to kiss her on the cheek.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
She just brushed him.
Shit.
Yeah.
She's a shit bitch.
Yeah, I didn't understand why he took the ring unless they were going straight to the wedding and it wasn't near their house. Because why would you go to a bachelor weekend and take your grandmother's
With the Holocaust ring? With the Holocaust ring.
It's a big, it's a bit risky.
A long way to go, isn't it? Yeah, to take it in your bag when you travel.
I didn't know they gave out rings
But also,
for the Holocaust.
to propose at your mate's wedding,
That's shit. That's a bad move. I'm going to propose after you. After
the
ceremony,
sorry, mate.
course,
the wedding's for us.
No,
not,
sorry,
not
mate. This
for
is
your
my day.
engagement, you
Yeah,
dickhead.
yeah.
No shine. No shine.
Yeah.
Okay. So they get changed en route in the car. They would stink like 40 homeless person's bumholes.
Yeah, they need some old
They've had a big couple days.
They need a bit of Brute 33.
And they are still in the same clothes and they're getting changed.
How did they shave?
Mate, they show that. They've got an electric razor.
Because they would have
Dry shave with an electric razor. But they would have stunk.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely stunk.
Just imagine they'd have no sleep for a day, coming off a massive bender. They would have been in no state
Mate,
to hang out
warriors.
at that wedding.
Yeah, marathon.
And my last bad, $4,200 a night for that room. Ooh. Fuck that.
And Phil makes
Stu pay for it. You pay for it. Give me a card. Give me a card.
So what about Phil? What about the wedding when they're all going to look at the photos and he's got his kid and he's over the shoulder like asleep and he's got him halfway down his back.
Phil's a dick. Phil's a dick.
Yeah, that's an expensive room, but it was worth it. They all had their own, full double
Mate,
beds,
I'm not spending $4,200 a night.
No.
I'm not.
Yeah, it was a nice room though.
Okay, ugly Damo.
I'm going for the old doctor-patient confidentiality and the old bloke's ass.
What about that?
What was going on with that thing?
Have you seen the outtakes to that?
No.
Oh my God. They are like Bradley Cooper and Ed Helms are crying at that guy's ass.
And cough.
It was one hell of a but as if the doctor would be doing get your gear off and then you three blokes just stand here and have a chat to me.
While I'm doing this.
He didn't care though. He was a good sport.
Yeah, I know. That was just so ridiculous, yeah.
It's going to happen to all of us when we just don't give a shit about anything.
Yeah, the old bloke's like,
whatever.
But his physique was it's as weird as I've ever seen.
It's an odd body.
Yeah.
What about when he leaves and he goes, all right, put your clothes back on, I'll see you later. And he looks at the guys and shakes his head and goes, no.
Yeah, no, funny. Okay. G-Man, ugly?
No, I didn't have it. We've covered pretty much everything.
Okay. I've got two. I've got Stu's missus. She's the worst.
Yeah, well, I had her for Phil Stuckey, but she's come up
Exactly.
quite
That's what I was going to say.
Well, she's okay. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
And I've also got Chow's penis. All lack thereof.
I was trying to look. he obviously had a fair
Mop of pubes.
Yeah, pubes hiding.
Thatch.
Was it
a thatch?
Was it hidden?
He is known for having a very small penis.
Well, it was hidden behind his pubes. It was smaller than the pubes.
He was the one though that said, "I think this needs a nude scene," like because they were practicing. He had clothes on. Then he said, he said to the director, "I think this works better if I do it this way."
Yeah. Well,
It was bizarre, but yeah, that was.
you're gonna need to bring the big camera out. We can't get it.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, then. Well done, gentlemen. It's time for Damo's Quickfire.
Right. Okay. First thing. Oh God, I've got it written down as, again, that's not enough. It's wax on or wax off a scene or scenes that have passed over into popular culture. Gal, you've already said one.
Yeah, well, that's the one. I mean, there was some party on long ago when I saw someone famous. I think maybe an end of season NRL party or something like
Right.
that. Someone's gone as Alan with the baby on the chest. Like, I don't think there's a year goes by that people don't
Pretty
do that.
well
Still,
known.
that's 14 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy to think.
Yeah.
What about you, Whitey?
Oh, I've just got the movie, maybe.
I do like the Hangover.
The Hangover.
People sort of will
Yeah.
a bachelor party.
Yeah, having a
they'll
big
sort of-
night. It's like,
Yeah,
I think that it can be, and also maybe the
Alan.
photos, the photo montage at the end, like
Okay.
reliving through the photo montage.
I think
Yep.
Alan definitely.
especially in the t-shirt and the
Wolfpack?
white
The
jeans and the,
Wolfpack
and the
for
Merce.
sure.
The
The Wolfpack?
Wolfpack definitely, yeah.
Wolfpack. And
One
there's a
man
few.
Wolfpack.
There's a few.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Okay.
Okay, so we've probably worked this one already. The Phillips Stucky Walk, biggest
I'm
douchebag.
going to give you guys Melissa.
Yeah, I'll go Melissa
It's
for
got to be
sure.
Melissa. Phil is a dick,
He's a dick, but
he
not,
doesn't compare.
No, she's in another level.
Yeah, yeah.
She has no redeeming features whatsoever.
She's awful.
Yeah.
She's not even. She hate fuckworthy. Can we say that?
Oh, no.
No, she's just an absolute bitch.
And
She's
everyone,
awful.
but people loved it when they caused that scene at the end of
Oh,
the wedding,
amazing.
and he was ripping into her, and they're all going, "Yeah, fuck
You are just such a bad person. Yeah, go for
Yeah.
it. Go
Okay.
Stu.
Jennifer Jason Leigh from Backdraft, or the cast of Caddyshack. Some of them thought they were in a different movie. Whitey.
I think everyone is pretty good. I think everyone's pretty good.
What about you, Gal?
Oh, I don't think it's anyone. I mean, this movie, there's so many outrageous characters that anybody can.
You could
fit
maybe
into it,
say
right? Like-
Chow is in a different movie.
Probably, definitely.
He's definitely going over the top.
Definitely. I also think up there with the Ocky Acting Award, Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Well, he was coked out of his head.
He
filming
just
this.
yeah.
And he's singing. Yeah, he's not a triple threat.
He's not an actor.
not a triple
He
threat.
just looked.
He's a boxer.
fish out of- Yes,
He's a dead set
absolutely.
boxer. Yeah.
He can barely
Yeah,
hold
fair
a
enough.
tune.
Yeah, actually, Mike, I'll go with Mike. Like that.
Rightio. What about the Ripley running, or the Kim Mills from Taken, or the Olivia Newton-John cartwheel from Grease? Any bad sporting prowess? Gal, I didn't notice anything. Did you see anything?
Yeah, Alan couldn't really take a punch.
Oh, he got knocked. Well, who's going to take a punch from Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
He
And
does
then he
get
gets
knocked
whacked
out there.
with the crowbar.
He does. Yeah. Chow takes some. Chow
Well,
smashed some people. Like, none of them were really good fighters. There was one guy,
He cleans house.
one nude guy with a crowbar, and they
Yeah.
couldn't get anywhere near him.
Yeah.
No, I don't think there's anything.
No.
He definitely ran off all right too. He looked all right.
Yeah. Okay. What about an additional scene? Robot sentries out of Aliens.
No, I don't think so, because I think the payoff is the photos.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that works way better.
You didn't ever want to find out what happened to how the chicken got there?
It probably came with Heather.
Well, I did read there was a scene at the end that was cut where Jeffrey Tambor was going to give the bride and groom the car.
Right.
And basically, and still went through with it. It would have been probably just a nice, funny sort of moment. I would have liked to see them, Jeffrey, see that car and then give it to them.
Yeah.
Because they trashed the shit out of
They
that.
did trash the shit out of it.
Yeah. Okay. What about Whitey's Brad Pitt? Best looking someone.
Okay. Well, this is easy and difficult.
Oh, yeah. There's contenders.
Yeah. I'm going to go Heather Graham.
Rightio. The breastfeeding.
Always been a big fan, but Lisa at Reception's not a bad scene.
Oh, that's who I had.
Lisa at Reception.
Me too. I went
She's
Lisa
a
at
great
Reception.
sword.
Caesar's Palace.
She looks fun.
Yeah, she was
Having a laugh. She was flirty.
She was the best looking.
She'd had fun.
Yep.
I've had a thing for Heather Graham for a long time.
Oh, since Roller Girl.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Well, fair enough.
Yes, and look, Tracy, Doug's wife.
She's not
She's not a bad sort.
Yeah.
She's not a bad
Yeah,
sort.
she's
Yeah,
good
you
looking.
got three pretty good contenders there.
Well, I can't believe you had that too. I had Lisa the reception.
Yeah, I had Lisa too. Yeah.
Wow.
There you go. Well, that's 3 from 3.
Yep. And the look-alike, the Morgs, the F. Murray, Abraham, Skeksis from the Dark Crystal, from the Mask, Morgs.
G-Man, you got anything?
No, not really. I didn't really have any
bit hard,
lookalikes.
isn't it?
I reckon Stu is a fat Morgs.
Yes.
Stu is fat Morgs. He had all the mannerisms, the personality,
Yeah, let's go with
everything.
that.
Stu.
Yep.
Ed Helms.
Yep.
If you put glasses on Morgs, dead set it. Ed Helms.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's it for Quickfire.
Well done. It was relatively quick. We slammed through it. Listen to this. G-Man, take it away.
Okay, you talked about Mike Tyson being coked off his head. He's even said that's what he did throughout this movie, and it actually was a catalyst for him to change his lifestyle.
Right.
He said after that.
And he was really overweight in that too.
He was in the bad place.
He's a drug
right?
addict. He's a drug addict.
And that's before he started his businesses, I think, with the
marijuana
businesses. And
does he do medical marijuana?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Multi.
Oh, well, that would be
But look, Stu's tooth,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
that's actually a prosthetic. So he didn't actually lose a tooth. They just took his tooth out that he's had.
Well, he
Dumb
wasn't actually. He never had his own incisor. It's actually nothing there.
He's a really long
grew one.
incisor too, that thing.
big
It's
tooth.
like out of Jaws.
Yeah.
It's weird. Very weird, big teeth.
Yeah.
He's got
Don't trust him.
He's your opposite.
17 times bigger than Gow's lateral incisor.
I don't trust people with big teeth.
Teeth like Stonehenge.
Yeah.
They're massive.
Geezer teeth.
And during the scene when they go out to the desert and they drive past, you see the car go past Chow's sunglasses in the reflective sunglasses. That was based on the scene out of Casino where Nicky Santoro meets Sam Rothstein in the desert.
Yes.
Okay.
And he thinks he's going out there to get killed. Yeah, and that the whole scene goes through. So that's a little bit of
throwback.
Same as the counting card scene, like the scene
From Rain Man.
From Rain Man.
And the coming down of the elevator
Yes.
with Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman.
that's it, yeah.
This is the Rain Man scene.
Similar thing.
Yeah.
He was a retard.
homage.
He was a retard.
With an R, with an I, R-I-T.
Retard.
Yeah.
Retard. Damo, you got anything?
Yeah, well, you mentioned it before about hotel rooms. The roofs, they're specifically locked because of the amount of people that commit suicide.
Yes.
And the actual and they're generally locked from the inside. So that if you are actually on the outside, they're open. You can get out.
Yeah.
It's the actual opposite to what they are.
Yeah.
So yes, that's about it for me for listening.
I had one more. There was actually I read that to this day, people still go into Caesar's Palace and quote Alan.
Oh my God! Is this where Caesar
Is
lives?
this pager friendly? Is this hotel pager friendly?
No,
Yeah,
it's not pager friendly.
Caesar's still
I'd
living.
imagine they'd get it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it apparently just happens all the time. I'd imagine working there, you just hear
Is
it
this where the
day
Caesar
after
lives?
day.
Yeah, thanks. I've never heard that before. Well done. Yeah.
Okay, so in real life, Mike Tyson owns 7 tigers.
What?
Yeah, he loves a
Shit,
tiger.
Tiger King.
Yes. What a show. What a show. So, Todd Phillips, the director, waived his usual fee. Instead, he took part ownership. And in an interview with Howard Stern, he said, "This is my episode 4 A New Hope."
Fair enough.
So he made a shit ton
Oh, yeah.
on the back end.
Yeah.
Yes. On the DVD commentary, Zach Galifianakis explains why Alan isn't allowed near the school.
Oh, yes.
So because it was just he innocently tried to play with some of the kids, and of course, which didn't look great.
Yeah, no, it's not a
So
good
it
look.
was all just a misunderstanding, apparently.
Rightio.
So the scene where they're walking into Jade's apartment and Alan refers to a movie with Ted Danson, Magnum P.I. and that Jewish guy is, of course, 3 Men and a Baby. And they are 3 Men and a Baby.
Yes, right.
Right.
Geez, there are some little other movie throwbacks.
There's
Yeah,
a lot
there
of
are.
little Easter eggs in there.
Yeah. The other movie, when I said it did $1 million for 52 days. The other movie it beat was The Passion of the Christ, which did 47
That's a
consecutive
good movie.
days. I saw it
love
on my
that movie.
honeymoon.
What?
Saw The Passion of the Christ on my honeymoon at Mooloolaba Cinemas. And the guy, I think I've told the story on the podcast, but sitting next to this guy, packed cinema, chock-a-block. It's the end of the world storm outside.
Yeah.
Like Noah. Noah's about to build an ark, and we're watching The Passion of the Christ. And when Jesus is being whipped, and it's really graphic. They're ripping skin out of his rib cage. Yeah. It's brutal. And this guy looks at me and goes, "Mate, if that was me, fucking smash that guy."
Oh my God. you serious?
Deadly serious, mate. If that was me, I'd fucking smash that guy. I'm like, yeah, he's tied to a post, mate.
What a thing to say.
I'm sure you would, buddy.
I actually did these ones and just looked at him like, right, and then went to me and go, what about this guy?
That is hilarious.
Yeah. So anyway. So there have been many, many different versions of this movie. Many different versions. In the UK, in order to get it to a 15 rating instead of an 18 rating, the elderly woman photographed giving oral sex to Alan at the end are cut.
Well, it's full dick. But
It's
is
full.
it, is
It's
it a fake?
it's a prosthetic.
It's a prosthetic. It's a fake.
So for the Indian release, so that it gets, despite the film's A rating, which is an R rating, the shots of the erect penis and Heather Graham's nipples were edited out. In the Argentine version, Mr. Chow jumps out of the car with underwear.
Whoa. Okay.
Also, the oral sex photo is blurred, as is the penis.
Yep.
The German DVD. See, this is where it makes me laugh. The German DVD.
I should have everything.
It should have everything. Like,
it was good.
they should have added in Shiza porn.
Rooting in the tiger.
Yeah, they should. The German DVD Blu-ray release feature the UK cut of the theatrical version. However, the unrated version, which is included on the Blu-ray, does not feature the cuts requested. So it doesn't add in the bits that were cut out.
Right.
The US network TV version features alternate footage of Mr. Chow jumping out of the trunk, now wearing underwear. On the Warner Brothers TV channel, there is a version played where Phil shouts out paging Dr. Nancy instead of paging Dr. Faggot.
Hey, that's my quotes.
Right?
Yeah.
The scene not at the table, Carlos, where he's jerking his little weenus, is removed. Instead of the corner of get a map and fuck off, it says on the corner of get a map and get lost.
Ooh.
So remember in the good old days where they used to
on TV?
heavily edit on TV and it was terrible? And we've spoken about Two Moon Junction
with
on
the
this
wicked chair.
Oh my
that
God.
just appeared out of nowhere.
Unbelievable. Anyway, that's it for me for listening to this.
Yeah.
Fucking die. And we'll move into quotables. There are 8,000. Damo, you want to start?
Well, yeah, that one. I'm just saying, this is the bit I did laugh, through the movie. But when Melissa was saying, I just wish your friends were as mature as you, Stu. They are mature. Actually, you just have to get to know them. Then they pull up outside in the car, paging Dr. Faggot. Dr. Faggot. It was like, that is so ridiculous.
Just the look on their two faces where he's just like, oh no, and she's just like,
perfect timing.
Steaming.
Yeah, that's my quote.
Okay, G-Man.
I got a few. One of my favourites is Phil when he's in the desert and he rings Tracy. And he's, yeah, we fucked up.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
I did like, obviously, how about that ride-in? Hey, watch it, pervert. He's getting very close to my shaft.
Oh, right at the beginning.
Right at the beginning, yeah.
And one I say all the time, normally to my wife if I go away somewhere, we've been away or drink, she's like, what's going on? What happened? I go, oh, nothing. It's pretty quiet. I think it's all the sequoia trees.
In wine country.
In wine country. Yeah. The proprietor's name? Cesar Palace.
Yeah, that's right.
And so she just knows that's the point, not to ask anymore.
Yeah.
The cop station. Not up in here.
Not up in here.
And also, in the face.
Oh, my God. I say in the face all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Thousands of times. I say to my
Actually,
kids all the time.
that is that from popular culture? No.
Might be.
probably
It is
not.
for me. It is for me.
funny.
It's said 1,000 times.
It's very funny.
Yeah, anyway, that'll do.
All right, I've got Stu. She's got my grandmother's Holocaust ring. Alan, I didn't know they gave out rings at the Holocaust.
God, I know.
Oh, I was losing it. Very funny. What about Alan again? It was a real pleasure meeting you. Melissa, fuck off. Alan, I'm thinking about getting my bartender's license. Melissa, suck my dick. Alan, no thank you. I'm thinking about getting my bartender's license.
Good comeback,
oh,
wasn't
my
it?
God.
I do that when in the desert too, when Phil's like, and he's like, shit, and Alan was yawning going, shoot.
Yeah, shoot. That's when they're, that's when they're, and then when they're yelling out at the car when they're trying to get Stu to come back when he's talking to the hooker. Okay, so Phil, when they're in the cop car, ma'am, in the leopard dress, you have an amazing rack.
No.
And then he's like, I should have been a fucking cop.
Seriously, and driving along that sidewalk at that time, as if no one, as if they wouldn't have got into shit from that.
Yeah, okay, so there are 1,000. We've just covered some of the ones that we think are the best. And now it's time for film school for Eftwits. And tonight, in honour of Dan, we're going to compare The Hangover to the movie Citizen Kane.
Oh, it's up there with this Croupier and North Shore.
Yes, so
that
we are not.
Good. Oh,
Dan.
Oh, damn it.
We're doing movies about one wild night.
Right.
5 movies. Number 5, Risky Business. Chicago teenager looking for fun at home while his parents are away, but shit gets out of hand. Tom Cruise probably is the movie that probably sent him through.
Oh, yeah.
Probably really sent him to the stratosphere, and then straight after he does, that's 83.
Well,
This was the coming-of-age movie for him.
But also the song, Old School Rock and Roll, is in the film clip. And that was on everything.
That's pop culture.
That's pop culture.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
But, you know, the very good couple reasonable love scenes with Rebecca De Mornay, Lobster's sister.
Lobster Mornay. Nice.
You like that?
Boom, boom.
That's right at Damo's Hawaii joke.
That's a Damo joke.
Oh, that was a good one, that Hawaii joke.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
You're
that's
welcome.
brilliant.
You're welcome. Okay. Number 4, Go. 1999. Aftermath of a drug deal is told from 3 different points of view. Now, this stars Sarah Polley. It's Katie Holmes.
Oh, well, I'm interested.
William Fichtner.
Oh, yes.
And
yes,
Jane Moore, who I fucking hate. Bob Sugar.
Bob Sugar, yeah.
And Scott Wolf from Party of 5.
Oh, my God.
Now, what happens is that they work in a sort of like a grocery store, and Sarah Polley decides they're going to go to this rave. She tries to do this drug deal, and it's really, really good. Shit goes really bad.
Yeah.
If you've not seen it, it's a really cool movie.
Yeah.
I saw it at the movies. It's worth a watch. It's pretty rewatchable. It's good fun. It's just a bad night.
Yep.
She gets hit by a car. She almost dies, and it's a really cool night. And William Fichtner, who plays a cop, and invites the Jay Moore and Scott Wolf are gay men, a couple, and they invite them over, and one of them's an actor, invite them over because he wants to talk about American Federated products. He wants to sell them American Confederated products. Yeah. Right, it is fucking funny. Very funny. Great movie. Okay, now the top 3 are really, really good. Number 3, Superbad.
Yes.
Now, Damo, what's your thoughts on Superbad?
This is on my If You Like This.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
so you think Superbad's a good movie?
No, it's as bad as this.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
I watched Superbad
and this, I just go, no, over the top, too much.
God.
Yeah, so you obviously don't like that style of comedy.
Yeah.
Damo likes...
No, sorry, yeah, I like stupid, but
I like realism.
I don't like realism either. I just don't like I said, if someone's telling you a story that you know is utter bullshit, I have that same reaction. It's like, it's too much. Just, you've gone beyond... Like, it could have been funny if it was a couple of steps back, but you've just gone too many steps too far.
Michael Cera and Jonah Hill are fucking great in Superbad. And
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader and Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen, yeah.
Seth Rogen, funny. Yeah. Mate, the whole thing's
the
funny.
Cops,
the most unrealistic bit is that McLovin's going to towel up that bird in the bedroom.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. The hottest bird in school is not going for McLovin.
No.
Just the whole scene when they're trying to get the booze and McLovin's at the front with his ID.
McLovin. All right. Okay, so number 2, Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh, okay.
Thoughts on that one, Damo?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Funny movie. John Cusack. It's really good. All takes in over the period of one night. Essentially, they go back in time and back to when in the 80s when they were young at the snow fields, and they got to try and fix time and fix what goes on. Fucking so funny. Craig Robinson.
Yeah.
Craig Robinson is
the best.
He's so fun. When he's crying.
Doug Judy is the best.
Mate, Craig Robinson is amazing. Let me take your panties off. That's in the This Is the End. Very funny. He's great. Number 1, all-time movie, One Wild Night. From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yes, that was going to be my pick.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Is that one night?
That's one night. That happens over the period of one night because the vampires come out they leave in the morning.
Yeah, but I mean
the party. The party's one night.
Yeah.
See, I never liked that. Like, I liked the movie when you first get the twist. I wasn't that keen on it. Then I watched it again, and then I sort of, it grew on me a lot more.
I love From Dusk Till Dawn.
It is a great movie. It is a fantastic movie because I was just not expecting that twist at all.
Who would?
No, we saw it at the movie together, Gal.
Yeah, that's right.
And with Dan and with our spouses of the time. Mine is still the same. Yours have changed, but probably a few times. And look, I remember knowing what the twist was.
Oh, did you? I can't remember. Was the trailer? Did anything?
No,
was
nothing
given
happened in
away?
the trailer. Didn't give it away that it was a vampire
It was
movie.
just like
But I'd read about it,
brothers,
and I was just like, I can't wait to see this.
Yeah. Yeah.
George Clooney's coming out. Like, he really was big after that.
But yeah, the other guys, there was Sex Machine. Like, he was awesome. And the big black bloke.
Big black
He
bloke,
was just kicking butt. Those two guys were
Is he
awesome.
NFL player? The guy.
I don't know. No, he's an old Grindhouse actor. He was in a heap of stuff. Robert Rodriguez directs it. Quentin Tarantino helped write it. It's really, really good. Harvey
movie.
Keitel,
And
Julia Lewis.
Salma Hayek with the sexiest scene probably ever.
Quentin Tarantino sucks a feet.
That's right, because he
wrote the scene.
Foot fetish.
He wrote the scene. Okay. Well done. We've already done 1 Degree of Kurt Russell. It's Guardians 2. And that's going to move us into Stan Bush Kick-Ass credit. Now, G-Man, there's an air of expectation after Pull Rick's Leash. Pull My Leash last week, which you and I were lucky to survive.
I haven't laughed that hard in quite a while.
And the funny thing, if you watch the video, is how proud of himself he is at the end. when he looks around, he's like,
I can't talk.
It's about a leg rope. Yeah. And then he sort of smiles like, because he knows we're losing it. And he goes, and you are so proud of yourself. So
it was a work of art.
I'm surprised you got through it because we were both laying down on the table nearly. I'm surprised. you must have had the good concentration on there.
I was trying to focus.
Megan goes, he's made 7 mistakes.
Yeah.
And I go, but that adds to it because you can tell like he's just trying to get through it.
Yeah. Yep. I don't think there was 7. There might have been about 4.
4.
Yeah.
4. Maybe 4.
Yeah.
There was some good rhyming early on.
It was one take.
Look, I've got to say, I didn't... The start, I was confused and I was also concerned.
Good.
I was like, this is not going to be good.
Yeah, well, but that's the thing. When I wrote it, I actually didn't like it until I got near the end. I just saw something down on paper. I went, actually... I'm happy with it now.
Yeah. Well, you should have been.
Yeah.
You definitely, it was quite a tease, which delivered.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Well
yeah, it built.
It was good.
So, G-Man, the pressure's on you today.
Look, there's no way that you can follow that with a masterpiece. And especially...
If anyone could, though, it's you.
Especially when you run out of time and then you have to write your song while you're driving down the freeway.
Yeah.
Free love
on the Free Love Freeway.
Is the ink still wet on that page?
The ink is still wet. And then I couldn't find a hook. Looking for the hook. Anyway, look, whatever you write coming after Damo's song, it's going to be tough. But I've come up with something.
Something's good.
Here we go. It's called Stew's Teeth. All right. 4 in the wolf pack about to hit town. Pretty soon they're gonna be one man down. Dressed to the nines, Alan's immersing sneakers. Doug's about to get taken by the crystal meth tweakers. Wake up in the penthouse, feeling pretty shitty. Now you've only got one day to remember Sin City. Looking for Doug, but likely to hurl. And now Stu finds out he married Roller Girl. Melissa is evil and never agrees. Has to make up stories about sequoia trees. This girl is evil, took down a bartender. Stu paid her back with the ultimate bender. His girl is evil, he'd rather pull out teeth. Melissa pulling too tightly on his leash. His girl is evil, he's going to take her down and then go scurrying right back to Vegas town. Pull, tug, Stu's teeth. Stu, it's time to turn a new leaf. Left his mouth in bloody pieces. Partly Melissa's fault, partly fat Jesus.
Very bloody good.
That was good, gal.
Sequoia trees too.
You got a lot. As Damo would say, you got a lot in there.
Got a lot in.
A lot in there.
You got a lot in
but
there.
to get sequoia trees,
Yeah. See, he's the
far out.
This is a guy. He's a poet.
Yeah,
He's a poet from way back. It's a kaleidoscope of colours.
It's a kaleidoscope of colours.
that was bloody good. Old Stu's teeth.
God.
Nice.
Pull, tug,
It
Stu.
might need a bit of editing, but anyway, that's a good.
It was excellent.
It's very good. Well done. Okay, we're going to move into star of the show. G-Man, who you got?
Zach Galifianakis.
Okay.
I mean, he takes this movie by storm. Like he gets some great lines. The acting, it's great. He's fantastic in this movie.
Yep.
I do love the police scene. I do love Rob Riggle and his partner.
Yeah, she's pretty funny.
She's
actually.
funny too.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give it to Alan.
Good call. Damo, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going like for the wolf pack itself because I think just all of them together combined, just to make it. You know, I'm not going to single one out, but I just think all all of them just contributed nicely and evenly,
Yeah.
pretty much. So the Wolfpack.
I agree. I agree with you, Gal. It's a star turn from Zach Galifianakis, but I think it's the dynamic between the three of them makes it work. So I'm going to go with that as well.
That's a
call.
good pick. Good pick.
Covered all the bases there. Okay, so The Hangover took the world by storm in 2009 and has been doing so ever since. Don't watch 2 and 3. They are rubbish. 3 especially.
Well, if you watch 2, you've already seen 2.
Yeah.
Just picture it in Thailand.
Don't watch 3. It is bad. Real bad.
It's basically,
Beyond bad.
over the top,
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's pornographic, like stupid.
Yeah, it's not
Just-
good.
yeah.
It's avoided. So don't watch that. But this one, it's worth a watch, and I'll be watching it
It's a
again.
highly successful movie.
Super successful,
Yeah.
you know?
This isn't a good easy watch. There's some funny bits on it. You can still laugh at it. It's an easy thing to put on.
Yep.
You don't have to think about it too much.
Yep, I agree. All right, so we've got a few things to choose from here. We've got roofies.
Yep.
Oh, hang on. So we're going to move into the rank bank. Got a few things to choose from tonight. We've got roofies. We've got wolf packs.
Oh, that's not bad.
Geriatric saggy asses.
Oh, well, it was bulbous. It had a real roundness to it.
It had some form.
Saggy asses.
Saggy asses.
And saggy, yeah.
Chunky asses. Butt cake. It's the sequel to butt pie. Micro penises.
Oh, that's not bad.
Bartenders.
Well,
Holocaust rings.
oh, God.
Elevator lingus performances.
Oh, Jesus.
What about lateral incisors? I like wolf packs because
It's very relevant.
I like wolf packs. Wolf packs. it is.
Yeah, I
Wolf
think
packs
that's
it
probably,
is.
there was one of the key scenes,
Yeah,
the Wolfpack
definitely.
speech.
All right. Well, then we're going to start with you, Damo. How many wolf packs are you going to give The Hangover?
Oh, yeah, as I said, I found the story to be a traffic jam, just congested. I'm going to give this 2 Wolfpacks.
2.
wow.
Yep, 2.
Wow,
I
you
did not
really don't like it.
I giggled a couple of times, but I didn't find it funny. It just doesn't suit my humour.
Okay.
Really doesn't appeal to you, does it?
No.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I am without
Yeah,
speech.
yeah.
I'm what I would say is without speech.
That's down in Can't Buy Me Love territory.
Come on, you love
Which
it.
you
It's
like.
10 times better than this.
I gave North Shore 2, and this is a way better movie than North Shore.
No way. I'd watch North Shore a million times over this.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
You are in there, Rick.
All right. So Damo gives this one 2 wolf packs. G-Man, we at?
It's a good rewatch. It's funny. I mean, look, once you've seen it a couple of times, you know every joke that's in there. But I remember at the time watching it and just doubling over in laughter because it was so many hijinks. As I said before, it's an easy rewatch. I'm going to give it 3.5 wolf packs.
I knew it would be a
3.5 wolf
3.5.
pack. Okay, that's good. All right. I really enjoy this movie. I still did. I'll watch it again. I find it funny. Maybe that's because I'm at the level that needs to be to find it funny, not elevated. Right? Not at the elevated level that Damo's on.
Yeah.
I'm giving this one 3.75 wolf packs.
Wow. Well, that's...
Well done.
Hang on. It's a 7.7 on IMDb, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I'll give it a 7.5.
Yeah.
I think it's a good movie. I like it.
Oh, look, most people do like it. I know I'm in the minority massively here.
Yeah.
And I know that, people do love it, but,
You don't.
No, that's right.
Okay, G-Man, how are we looking for The Hangover? Where does it sit in the rank bank?
I really do like this because The Hangover comes in at 3.08 wolf packs, which is right below 3.13 pooled leashes on the North Shore.
Unbelievable. That's Morgs' ridiculous for.
It is equal with 3.8 incredibly awkward dance scenes with Rock and Roller, and it's right above Lost Boys and also below American Werewolf. So it brings us into spot number 70 on
Wow,
our
that's
list.
right down the bottom.
Yeah, well,
It is.
you know.
It is 3.08. Then you've got a few 2.9s.
You've really
2.8s.
fucked that movie, Damo.
I have.
You really fucked that movie. Yeah.
Look,
Well-
that's about where it sits. Thought I might have got a little higher, but Damo really.
For those of you with problems that might have some problems with Damo's ranking, reach out, Born to Watch, Instagram, OnlyFans, please. We'd love some OnlyFans
Let us
feedback.
know. Tell me that I'm wrong.
I think Matty Big Geek might have something to say about this one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know, he was a bit upset with the top 10 episodes that I released this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is you thought that
They were based on maths,
They were it's hard data.
hard data, yeah.
Hard data.
The Shining,
data.
The Shinnin.
That's it. The Shining was number 1.
The Shinnin, and was Speed number 2? No.
Star Wars maybe.
Oh, it was Star Wars, right?
And then Speed.
What
Speed,
data
yeah.
was it based on?
7-day downloads. First 7 days of downloads.
7-day downloads.
Okay, so it's not the accumulative over the
No,
whole.
first 7 days of
Okay,
downloads,
right,
which is
yeah.
an even playing field for
Right, yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
Right? Okay, well done, gentlemen. Now, look, if you loved The Hangover, what are you going to love? Damo, you've already given
I
us one.
already said Superbad. Yep.
Right, just as bad as that.
You'll either love Superbad or you won't like Superbad.
Like Damo.
Yeah, that's right.
Dickhead. G-Man, what do you got?
I've got 2 quick ones. One is Bachelor Party.
Oh,
One of the
that's-
great
that's
movies
awesome.
of all
Great
time.
movies. Tom Hanks.
Yep.
Adrian Zmed with his camera.
Tawny Katane.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we
her
talked
glory.
about Tawny. Oh. Yeah, look, if you like this movie, you're going to like that. It's the same slapstick sort of
Bachelor
comedy.
Party.
Guys out in a bachelor party. The other one is Road Trip,
Oh, yeah, good one.
which is, what's his name?
Jerry O'Connell.
No, Breckenmeyer, sorry.
Oh, yeah,
Sean William
Breckenmeyer,
Scott,
yes.
Amy Smart,
Yes.
all the guys out on the road. So that's yet again, Damo, not up your alley at all. You won't like it.
Yeah,
Not highbrow enough.
I don't know. I can't remember if I've seen it or not.
It's